time we've ever had a Yorick up on stage. So great stuff. Another really interesting project. Thanks so much. Next we're going to hear from Gaz Robinson, who is based here in Dundee. One of the many people, like many in the room, keeping the scene at the kind of cutting edge, I guess, of video games. So he's a director with Biome Collective, and we're actually Creative Dundee's based. Was that a woo for Biome? What was that? Woo. Yeah, and we're at Creative Dundee's based, luckily enough, in the same space. So I'm looking forward to hearing from Gaz. Oh, this all looks a bit awkward. No, come out, because you look a bit stuck there, Gaz. So please welcome Gaz up to the stage.
I'm Gaz. I'm a game developer working in Dundee. I'll apologise in advance for my motivational talk, represented here by this liberal pile of trash. So I graduated from Abertay 5 years ago, and that's a mirror image of here. And I'm currently, as Julian said, director at Biome Collective. It's a co-working space for game developers and digital artists to have the space to make what they want and just generally be a positive space. I've worked on lots of interesting things since graduating, one of them being Other, a audio alternate reality tour of Dundee where you use your phone and actually have to walk around the city. And if you have an iPhone, you should play it because I think it's taking off the store soon. And when I actually had the space to work on what I wanted to work on, I always looked at the games by Vlambeer, a Dutch studio who just make very simple games with just a few mechanics, and they're so fun. They're like video games just like distilled down into a very pure form. But when I tried to put this into practice, I thought it's something well within my ability, but I couldn't make anything that was fun. And I thought, do I just not get this? Am I just not good at this? And are we all just trending towards the inevitable heat death of the universe? And we are, but it doesn't matter, because you should be making things. It's good to make anything regardless of how bad it is. Everybody gets really lost in trying to create something amazing. We're all inspired by amazing things. And when you set out to make something as good as the things you're inspired to, you shut down and you make nothing. That's terrible. You should make art, and everybody should see your art, even if it's bad. And sometimes, especially if it's bad, people like bad things. It's great. Fuck everyone. But bad things are good. People, they call them guilty pleasures. They make excuses for why they like this bad thing. And you shouldn't, that's a shame. Like what you want. There's my favourite album of 2015. But, don't let people tell you what to like. Don't let people tell you what to make. Make something bad. Because something that's bad exists. If you keep your best idea in your head, it's never going to exist. Nobody will ever see it. And that's terrible. Bad art is good. Jesus. But that was my talk. That was all a decoy talk, just so I could get up onto the stage, because there's actually something I really want to talk about instead, which will be coming up in just a second. So enjoy Jesus. We're going to go to the true Messiah, Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm talking about art. I'm talking about bad art, and now we have Sonic here. For anyone who happens to not know, Sonic the Hedgehog was big in the 90s and had some really great games, and hasn't ever since. Generations wasn't good either. The next slide has no bearing on anything, but it's my favourite thing. This is a picture of Sonic. He's the blue one. And the other one is his evil, misunderstood clone, Shadow. And this is a picture of them both on the president's desk that he just keeps to remind him of the good times. I've got nothing to say about that slide. And Sonic has been bad for a long time, but it has this massive group of fans who love it. They're passionate. They'll defend it on YouTube. They'll make fan games. They'll make just so much content about it, and it just shows that people like bad things, and it became, when I was stuck and I couldn't think about what I want to make, I didn't think I could do anything. I thought, well, like, Sonic is terrible, I'll just make it worse. And it was this conduit of creative energy for me, because I wasn't going to make Sonic worse. Sega could, but... so I started work, I love Twitter, don't follow me. But follow my Sonic Zone bot, which, this is Emerald Hill Zone, but it basically took up Sonic levels and took the names up, and it would mash them up, and you could get stuff like Emerald Ocean Zone, or like Green Battery Zone. And that was boring, so I just added a bunch of other words, so hopefully you can read. If not, we've got Perpetual Hangover, Unrequited Burrito, Uncontrolled Nostalgia, which hits a little close to home, and my favourite pinned tweet, the Sexy Boob Zone, Act 1. And now we're going downhill even faster. I had to blur a couple of words. There's this concept of OC, original characters. People make up their own fan characters. They give them likes and dislikes, and it's mostly sort of teenagers. So I don't poke fun, because I'm just as bad as the rest of them. So there's this game on Google you can play, where you Google your name and the hedgehog. Don't do it at work, you'll find porn. So this is Gareth, because Gaz, you just get invaders in stuff, but you can see he's got a nice scarf there. He's part of a gang called The Gang. He goes to Chaos High School. And that inspired me for my second bot, which generates tweets of Sonic original content. A friend of mine, who I will not name, drew some art for me. This is Iron Steel the Machine. He's 15 years old. He likes Reddit and dislikes boys. And it will just generate likes, dislikes, and give you a nice character to throw into this world. This is meant to represent the future. So eventually, I just want to keep adding to this stuff until Sonic's fun again. I want to generate character creators. I want people to tweet at it, and it'll give them stuff. There's a lot of bad art, and it's fun. It's fun to make something, because at worst it's bad, and at best it's terrible, and everyone will remember it. So really, just jump in the trash and roll around until you become trash yourself. Because then the only way to go is up, or down in a bowl.